when I copied and pasted the next question, I thought about what people might say. So I had to come up with a specific, unique for you people interpretation. I'll read the question first. Question 271. What is the naughtiest thing you've ever done?
I can't say.
Right. The interpretation I have come up with is it is non-sexual and not illegal.
Well, that's just no fun.
Yeah.
You could
how naughty could that be?
Say again?
How naughty could that be?
That could be quite naughty. You could steal a policeman's hat.
That's illegal.
That's only mildly illegal. Okay, you can have mildly illegal.
Mildly illegal. Is that like a little bit pregnant?
Or do you have misdemeanors, don't you? What's a misdemeanor?
Yeah, see, I used to paint walls.
Graffiti. Yeah, that graffiti comes under that.
Uh-huh.
I guess.
Oh, yeah, I've done that,
Halloween, we used to stand in the field up above the main road and shoot Roman candles over the top of lorries and cars and stuff.
See, now that's fun.
That was fun. And, man, we had spent like 50 quid on a giant, massive, huge fucking rocket, and the police bloody arrived, and we just stuck it in the ground behind the gate, lit it, and pushed it that far down that it wouldn't, take off. The police arrived at the gate, and all you could see is this fucking explosion, and we're over the eye end of the field. Run like fuck!
You're aware that you live in Northern Ireland?
Yeah, I was just there thinking, is that the wisest? Yeah.
It was fun. Fuck off.
I've done some fucked up things when I was in the service.
Go on.
Well, I did one thing that was kind of just, it fell in my lap, and I just kind of ran with it, but I was on the back of a 2-ton truck being driven on the post with, like, there was about 20 other guys in the back of the truck with us, and we had just gotten paid. So everybody had all their cash on them. And one guy put all his cash in a bag that's meals ready to eat, an MRE bag. So he put all his cash in this big MRE bag, and he stuck it in the cargo pocket of his pants. And during the trip, it shook loose, bounced off onto the floor, and landed in between my legs.
Mm-hmm.
So I picked it up, and I looked in it, and I goes, oh, somebody's money and all their cash. So I just nonchalantly put it in my pocket. And then about an hour later, when we finally got to where we were going, the guy's like, he's looking for stuff all over the back of the truck. And I go, well, so what are you looking for? And the guy goes, oh, I lost all my money. I was like, oh, you did? Oh, well, what'd you do with it? And the guy couldn't figure out where he lost his money. So he went and told the sergeant that he had lost his money. So the sergeant went and got everybody together and started searching everybody. So I'm like, oh shit, they're gonna find the money on me, right? So all of a sudden it started raining like crazy, right? So everybody has their poncho strapped to their belt, and everyone took out their poncho and covered themselves in their poncho. So I'm standing on line waiting to get searched, and it stops raining. Guess what? Everybody took their poncho off, rolled it back up, and stuck it on their belt. And guess what I did? I rolled the money up in the poncho as tight as I could and stuck it back on my belt. Right? And then when they searched it, he was searching me, and he went for the poncho and he squeezed the poncho. I said, that's it. If he's going to find it, he's going to find it now. And he never found it. And then that same day, the sergeant came up and says, we are asking for money to donate to the guy because he lost all his money. I said, oh, sure. So I went into his cash. I took $20 out of the cash, and I gave it to him. And I said, here's $20. He said, oh, thanks. I said, yeah, okay. So I gave the guy $20 of his own money back.
You're an ass.
That was pretty fucked up.
That's quite good, actually.
No, wait there, 2 secs. Nerdy says, the naughtiest thing I've ever done is use more than my allotted number of math pig when playing Quiplash. Oh, that and teasing Amanda about her wonky picture.
Yeah, somebody kick Nerdy because
Brainbug says, we used to drive around the back roads with a carload of us toking on a homemade hookah. I remember we drove a little Mini around a golf course. I'm sure that was probably
Mini
illegal.
Cooper?
Yeah. Tiny little thing. And 4 6'2" lads.
Lots of fun.
Like a go-kart.
Yeah.
Go on, Gidget.
They're great fun.
Okay.
I think I just killed everybody with my long-winded story.
Place where I used to work when I was about 18 years old. Was one of my esteemed work colleagues was going to be flown out that day to do a job in New Zealand. But it required him coming into work and packing his toolbox away because he had to take tools with him. So it kind of occurred to me that he's got to take his box of tools through the airport. I just so happened to find we because of the nature of work, we had a lot of silica powder lying about. I don't know if anyone's seen silica in powdered form looks like. Well, I'll get to that in a minute. It's well, it's white powder, which I decided to put very fine white powder, which I decided to put into about half a dozen or so plastic bags. Hide that down the bottom of his toolbox, knowing full well he's got to go through airport customs later with 6 bags of white powder in his luggage. I did hear something. I did. Apparently, I got a phone call saying that it was a certain word beginning with C, but you know.
They thought they had a big fish, right? With all that powder.
Yep.
I used to work with somebody short, and I would always put things really high up. That was fun.
I do that. Or I've done that.
Went to Amsterdam once, and obviously everyone goes to Amsterdam always sneaks a wee bit home. We usually double bag it and throw it into the shower gel bottle so they can't see it in the shower gel when they scan it.
Yeah.
And flight was cancelled, and we were like 3 hours late, and we had to go via fucking Liverpool to get home to Belfast. And I rang the brother, and we usually wait till we get home and then take it out of the shower gel. But I rang him, and I was like pissed off, angry, and I was like, "Yeah, see when you're coming to lift us, bring a fucking knife with you as well." I walked over. Security standing right behind me going, what part of Belfast are you going back into? Have a smoke. I was fucking pissed off.
Amanda.
Oh.
I mean, I got the dirty things, but naughty. My ex was working on a paper. And he had one of the, like, his mouse pad on his laptop wasn't working, so he had one of those the wireless mouse things that had the little side plug that's just a little plug that keeps it controlled.
Yeah.
And I took that plug and I fucked off with it, so he couldn't do anything. He couldn't get into his computer. He couldn't get his work done. Yeah, fuck him. So.
All right, I got a fun story. Right, at university. Say again?
I says I'm regretting owning cordless equipment now.
At university, I won't tell you how we came about this bit because that's not important to the story. I had remote access to every computer in the building, in the entire campus.
Because you were bored one night.
Shush. Right. So, when I was bored, I would sit in the 24-hour lab and take remote control of drunk people's computers. They can't tell that I've got control. They're just doing it. Anyway, there's this guy trying to write. He's unbelievably pissed, trying to write an email. And all I am doing is adding letters. Right. So he is there. So he tries to type hello. And as he types, he's very focused. And unfortunately, you can't see me. They can. Right. As he's focusing on his keyboard, he's going. And he looks up. And all I'm doing is adding letters. And he's getting crazier and crazier.
I think you broke me. I'm actually crying. That's silly, but that was hilarious.
Oh.
That's funny.
Oh.
Evil.
Oh, there's so many things I fuck with people without remote access. My poor misspent youth.
Can I give you another one?
Go on.
It's a short one. Well, me and my sister, my older sister, used to feud, and fight all the time. Well, I went in and she had like a double dresser with like 3 drawers on each side, so 6 drawers. So I took them, I turned them all upside down and pushed them all in upside down. So when she came in, she opened the drawers and the clothes would fall down. That's kind of naughty.
For a very long time, I think for maybe 8 or 9 years, my brother and me, as a joke one time, told my mother that people in the Tour de France could go to the toilet and shit and poo and everything in their pants, and they just emptied it when they got to the end, and she believed that for years. Years.
That's really messy, though.
Yeah.
Frenchy.
I was reading something about that they kept trying to feed each other laxatives.
Yeah, I've done that. I've done it.
Yeah, but in the Tour de France.
Oh, wow. That's just mean.
It's very mean.